Alrighty, welcome back to another video. This is another TVP that I played recently, where you can actually see the title. It's called The Throws. I'll show you what happened. And you'll notice some language you probably shouldn't use on ladder, but this guy got really tilted over something really stupid. So this was a random player. I'd want to keep that in mind. This is a random player. So I don't know who's Protoss. I don't. Excuse me. So I do my normal 2-gas opener with the base scout. Difference being, I don't scout proxy locations because against Zerg you don't need to. And it's better to roll the dice as 2 out of 3 chances you need the second gas than the 1 out of 3 chance you don't. And I just scout the opponent's base to see what race they are. So that's how I play against random. Some other people just play 1 gas and hope it's not Terran, which I don't advise, but oh well. But going into this game, I know because it's random, I just have to be a little bit careful.
Command center upgrade complete.
I see a probe come towards me and I know that it's possible that was just a scouting probe, but I also use my first Reaper to scout around to make sure there's no pylon around here. And again, the idea is you don't want to use the SCV to do this because it's not that fast and you're wasting time of it not mining. I start my natural. I'm getting used to starting my natural in the main base on the high ground instead of a risk of low ground because stalkers could just come up and kill you or just cause problems. So that's still something I'm learning. The Reaper goes to far left just to make sure there's no Stargate or something over here. I've seen it happen twice maybe. It's rare, but it's better not to take a chance. Excuse that.
Additional supply depots required.
And I go for my 111 here. And with my first initial army, I just go out with the squad. And as I go up the natural ramp here, I actually see that there's no natural, so I know something's a bit off. And I see the prism right away, I'm thinking, oh. So now we see the stalkers in the prism, and my point now is just to delay him, to be annoying, to... So his prism, he ideally wants to be on my side of the map by, I'd say, 4:15-ish. I don't know how fast war prisms move, but it was supposed to be around now. But instead, he's chasing this army, which gives me time to build more units. Like, my tank's about to finish now, in contrast to him coming there halfway through the tank building time. And I have a bunker coming down, so that gives me a lot of time to prepare defenses and to have more units. So this is actually a mistake from him, but as long as I don't tunnel vision on my units and actually macro, I'm fine. Maybe a mistake to rally to the natural because it's a prism, he could come to the main, So maybe it's a mistake. Maybe I should have it on the ramp.
Add-on. Command center upgrade.
And as we see, he comes to my main. So as I said, it's a bit of a mistake being in the natural.
Are under attack.
He just tries to do SCV damage here, but he obviously doesn't want to get his prism killed, which is why he's running.
Additional supply depots required.
I have 2 medevacs now, and I also forget to start stem here, which is not great for me. Yeah, no, my stem is very late this game because of that distraction. We see the prism come back. Stem starts now, which is very late. And I get my 3rd base now as well, thinking that I should be okay. I start 2 E-base as well.
Our SCVs are under attack.
And again, he comes back. He's trying to just be annoying, keep me away from him. I actually build a Viking here, or 2 Vikings, to try to shoo the prism away. But I do have to stay for a bit just to make sure that he doesn't come back. And plus, I can't move out anyway because there's no stim. And he's actually sitting here. I didn't realize. He's actually sitting right there. And I'm just trying to chase him away.
Mineral field depleted.
And I'm looking to move out now because stim is just about done. And I think I can do a lot of damage now.
Mineral field.
And we see the Adepts and Stalkers, and we do see a lot of High Templars, so now we know that's the tech he went for. Which will definitely be a bit harder, arguably, to deal with, but again, much more linear in terms of I don't need to build a second starport to deal with Colossi, or I don't need more mines to deal with charge lots. It's just High Templar, it's just ghosts. So yes, I'm forced to go up the tech tree a bit faster, but that's a kind of okay,
Our SCV.
because Bio works well with ghosts. This pull on the SCVs is not the greatest, but I'm kind of have to. The Prism does not die, maybe. I think maybe it, yeah, I don't think it, ooh, I don't think it died actually. I think it's still alive, I'm not sure.
Our SCVs are under attack.
And now he's just trying to be annoying, move around my base, and do damage. He gets the bunker here. The storm is really good on my units. That tank is way too close. And I'm trying to run the SCVs away so he doesn't storm them, but I'm given no choice here. I walk the SCVs into a storm, which I got a bit lucky here. They don't get one shot, but he actually doesn't use storm again. I don't think he has the energy to, because he's morphing Archons. Yeah, so he doesn't attack. He gets 39 worker kills. 39 worker kills in that full fight. And with all the harassment he's done.
SCVs.
And despite that, he is still, like, he's ahead of me now because obviously 16 is enough to call ahead. But Protoss is naturally meant to be ahead of Terran by 4 or 5 workers. Something like that. Because they have Chrono. And that's how that works. I should not have landed my mules there, knowing that he was in my main. Yeah, he gets the medevac. Unfortunate. But now the onus is on me to try to do something, knowing he just threw away his whole army. But I have no economy left. And I'm forced to get ghosts here, which, I mean, not the worst thing, it's just annoying.
field.
And I'm attacking the rocks here to just open up the map a bit.
Research.
Let me see, he hasn't taken the space. And we see this space being taken and we immediately go to cancel that. We scan and we just see all the High Templar. You can drop on this scenario, on them, but I decide against it and I just go for the drop in the main. I didn't want to just attack the High Templar because that's very risky if he just storms himself and kills me, which means I lose for free. Because the amount of army I have is not worth the amount of High Templars that was. So again, I'm trying to avoid the High Templar. I'm just trying to do damage or threaten damage, keeping him at home.
Complete. Mineral field.
And I'm just trying to do damage again, having my army in his base. So I don't know this, but he actually has less probes than I have SCVs, despite me not killing any. So that's something to note. And again, I'm just trying to keep tabs on him. 2-2 is just about done here for me. And I see the Stargate and I'm thinking, what are we doing? Oh, he uses 3 storms here, so that is a waste, by the way. That is not something you wanted to do. The Protoss does not want to be wasting storms on drops like that. That's not good for you. You need those for fights. You need that. So in that scenario, you should have Blink Stalkers to kill that. So that is a mistake on his part. That actually scared me in game, I remember that on stream. If this was played on stream, I remember that. I was like, oh my god. But you know, you never want to use Storm for small skirmishes like that. It's not good for you. Feedback, maybe. It's fine. Because medevacs and energy recharges over time. But Storm is so valuable to big fights. And because he doesn't have full map vision, he wouldn't know where my army is. So say he wastes Storm and I'm right on his front door. We see Phoenix is here, and again, we scan thinking he's here, because I don't know if those are real or not. We did see a Stargate. Now this is a moment that, like, shows how TVP works. His army, Archons, Charge Lots, 2 Immortals, and some Stalkers, right? So this is all basic units. His power is these units. All these High Templar. 4 High Templar. Storm is 75 energy. So he has at least 4, if not 8, maybe. I think some of these have 2 storms on them. This is what goes to show how good TVP players are. 1 EMP hits all of them, because I'm up here and he doesn't respect that. This quickly cascades into a fight where I can just slowly kite him away, but I don't quite have enough. He has air advantage because of Phoenixes, but I have the tech advantage because of my army. I'm a bit too aggressive here. I am way too close to this ledge, and I can't get a good arc on him until now with my units, and all of a sudden it's just Phoenixes. And knowing I won that engagement, I don't know why this person shit talks me. I don't engage in this usually. This guy likes to make it sound like he's that good. So I gotta play with him a bit. I have a unit go over there just to scout him. And he doesn't really know this is coming. I see the stasis. I didn't quite respect it in time. I get the nice storm, or EMP story on his High Templar. And because it's only 2 Tempests, I don't have to respect that. But yeah, this guy's a bit of an idiot, but it happens. But, you know, that's one of my craziest games when I lost 40 workers and I still won. So, yeah, thank you for watching. Yeah, that's why you shouldn't act like that.